Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make a pool noodle rocket flinger. Now I'm wearing my mask because I have a friend in the room with me and I want to keep her safe. So I'm going to show you an example of something that was made previously. This is my pool noodle rocket flinger, and to make one of these I'm going to need these things. I'm going to need a pool noodle. You can get this at your Walmart or your Target. Okay. You will need fun foam. Fun foam is a material you can get at your craft supplies. It looks like this. It comes in a bunch of different colors, and inside you have a whole bunch of sheets that are sort of thick and soft, and they're easy to cut and draw on. Good for all kinds of things. I will also need a bamboo skewer. This is something you can get wherever you get kitchen supplies. People use this for grilling things. Okay, I will need some tape. I will need rubber bands. I get these from a bunch of different places. The bigger they are, the better. I will need also some tools. I could use a hot glue gun for assembling my project. I could use a cutting board. This is made out of plastic. If you have one made out of wood, it works great. And we're going to need a serrated knife. A serrated knife is the kind that has bumps on it, okay? Now knives are super sharp, so you have to make sure you've got an adult to help you to keep you safe, okay? And you could use a paper clip. Small or big, does not matter. And a ruler, and it's not on the list, but we could also use some scissors. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out a piece of the pool noodle that is about 12 inches or 1 foot long. So I'm going to use a marker, and I'm just going to make a small mark, and I'm going to measure out one length of the ruler. Okay, and I will make a little line here. Okay. Maybe I'll make another one in case I want to make two. Okay. That's all I need to do. I'll put the cap on my marker. And now I'm going to hold this over my cutting board. I'm going to keep my hand kind of far away and use my serrated knife and hold it back right on top of my mark. And I'm going to use a sawing motion. Okay? Make sure my hand is well away from the cutting edge. And go back and forth. Now I can hold it over top like this because it's not going to cut my hand. Like so. Put this one aside. I'll make one more cut so I can make two. There. Okay. Now I have two sections of pool noodle for two rockets. Now I'm going to make special fins for it. What I've done is I've taken one of my fun foam sheets and I've drawn a nice triangle shape, okay? And I can cut this easily with scissors like so. I'm going to trace this on a red sheet so I have both red and white fins. So I'm going to place this down here, use my marker and trace the rectangle. I'm going to peel that aside and I'm going to trace the triangle. So now I can make another shape. They should be about the same size and okay. So now I have a bunch of right triangles. I call it a right triangle because this corner makes a right angle. Okay? And all of these should be right triangles if I stacked them on top of each other like this. They all match? Pretty close. Okay, now I could make a rocket that has 4 fins or 3 fins. It does not matter. I'm going to have to attach this somehow onto my rocket body. Now I could have them like this where they're straight up and down, but I think it's extra special fun, for reasons you will see, if I make it be a little bit slanty on a diagonal. Okay? So I'm going to use this and make a little bit of a diagonal line. And I'm going to use my marker again and trace a line like this. Okay. And I want all of these angles to be parallel. Okay. And we'll see what happens once these fins are on here. We'll have an odd number of fins, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take this over to my hot glue station, which is over there, and it's been warming up. Here, okay. Now that I've marked my fins, I'm going to preheat my hot glue gun. First of all, this is all hot, ready to go. Now, once again, this is hot, so don't touch it once you've used it. All right, so I'm going to apply a bead of hot glue. I have to push this in a little bit. I have to work kind of quick. Stick that in there. I might have to sing the ABC song while I let it harden. Okay. There's my basic rocket, and I'm going to set this down and unplug. And I'm going to add the next thing, which is my skewers. Okay. One more thing I forgot to add to my list. I'm going to hold this up again. Here's one more thing we might use. Something called a wire cutter. A wire cutter is kind of like scissors, but it's a little bit stronger. Okay. My wire cutter is actually a needle nose pliers. And if you come up close, come on up, you can see that right here there's a little chopper that can hold something, that could cut something that's a little bit stronger than just paper. Okay? And I'll use that in a second. But first, I'm going to take a bamboo skewer that's got a pointy side and a not pointy side. I'm going to find a space about an inch away from the edge, just about that much. Okay? And it's going to poke right through the middle like that. And I'm going to push it all the way through and make sure that I do not poke myself until it comes all the way flush and my finger can push it a little bit inside. Okay, can you see it? Probably not. Now I'm going to use my wire cutter, and I'm going to hold that wire cutter part all the way up against the edge of my bamboo skewer. And I'm going to point this away from myself and anybody else. Okay, and I'll look away and I'll squeeze that. And you see that? It just popped right off. Okay, and now I can see that there is a piece of that bamboo skewer going right through the middle. Now this is where I would want to use my tape. I've got a thin tape and a thick tape, and I think I'm going to use the thick tape. If you have duct tape, that might work even better, but this is going to work fine. Now I'm going to just put a loop of tape around where the skewer went through, because sometimes it might poke through, and I don't want that to happen. So I made a band that surrounds where the skewer is. Okay? Now I'm going to get my paper clip. Come on up and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to open this up a little bit and twist this like so. And I've just made a hook, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my rubber bands and I'm going to slip it into this tube like so. I'm going to hold it to make sure it doesn't go all the way through. And now I'm going to use my hook and see if I can't grab the loop on the other side. Maybe I'll try the narrower side. This is a little bit tricky. The trickiest part in the whole project. And I'm going to try to grab the other side and, oh, I did it. I hooked it. Now I'm going to pull this up so I have both loops coming up. Now watch what I do. I'm going to reach my fingers through one of those loops like that. And I'm going to grab the loop with my fingers. And watch what happens. I'm going to pull it through. You see how it grabs the bamboo stick? There it is. My rocket flinger is all finished and I'm ready to take it outside and fly it. So, come on out. Okay, I'm outside now so I can take off my mask. This is how you use your rocket flinger. First, I take my thumb or my finger and I loop it through my rubber band. And the other end I hold at the end of the rocket like this. Now, my friend Michael is going to play catch with me. And I'm going to pull this back. And at the same time, I'm going to let go of the tail and I'm going to fling my rocket flinger. All right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, blast off! My turn. Score! Victory! And there we go. That's how to make a pool noodle rocket flinger. See you next time. Bye!